Tú debes ser el nuevo guardia de seguridad.
¿Puedo ayudarla, agente?
¿Ya los has conocido?
¿A quiénes?
A ellos.
Hi guys, I'm Rafael from Cartelera, Spain. How are you today?
Hello, good. How are
Hi.
you?
Fine, so excited to talk to you. Let me
Good. Love your
begin.
background there.
Yeah, I'm here with my friends, as you are.
Us too.
Yeah. Let me begin by thanking you both for such a good adaptation. As a fan of the video game, I can see in every shot that you've done a movie for the fans. So, Emma, in order to do that, what were exactly the key elements you needed to take from the video game and its horror language into your directing?
Well, one of them are the elements that are right behind you, really making sure that we were getting the animatronics exactly right and working with Jim Henson's Creature Shop to bring those to life. In addition, we were working closely with Scott Cawthon on the story and making sure that we were getting in a ton of Easter eggs and really throughout the process, making sure we were taking big swings, but ones that he felt like the fan base would embrace and love.
Yeah, and Jason, I also admire how you, as the Blumhouse producer, you launch big horror movies, but you also take risks, like with Megan and now with Freddy's. So what were the risks in this adaptation, and what made you keep being so confident that it was worth all those years?
Well, the risks to me were really disappointing Scott. I really have grown to really like and particularly respect Scott. He created something amazing, and he knows everything about Five Nights at Freddy's, but he knew very little about movies. So what I thought the pressure I felt was trying to bridge that gap and help him produce a movie that someone like you would say is true to the game. So that was kind of the most daunting task in doing it. But I also found that was fun. It was a fun challenge. So I think that was both the hardest thing about it, but also the most fun.
And Emma, you've talked about these machines and taking them into live action. So why was it so important to physically build the creatures and have them there and not just using, CGI?
Yeah, I mean, I think one of the most amazing things about working with Jim Henson's company is that they're going to build something that is unique and of an unprecedented quality, and also that has such a character and soul, even though it's a puppet of sorts, and in our case, robots. So that collaboration was such a great opportunity. And I think as a filmmaker, knowing that you've got something in the can, that you've shot the thing that looks great and felt great, is always such a assuring thing, versus hoping that you'll get it right once you get to the CGI and VFX side of things. But on top of that, we felt it was really important for the cast to also have a sense of who these characters were. I mean, they are really a cast in and of themselves, these animatronics, and the stars of the show in so many ways. So it just felt really important to give them all the attention they could get to be their fantastic selves.
And precisely talking about the actors, how did building these machines maybe help or complicate the chemistry and the work between the actors and the machines and the puppeteers?
Oh, it just enhanced the chemistry. It was such a value add, and our little character Abby, who's 10 years old, played by Piper Rubio, she was completely bonded with these animatronics, and she'd come hug them every time she got to set, and then hug them when she'd leave. And I think all the adults were freaked out by them more often than the kids, which was kind of a hilarious thing to watch. But yeah, it was a fantastic chemistry between them and the cast of actors.
And lastly, Jason, despite the complex relationship between Hollywood and video games, would you like to keep adapting them? And if so, I don't know if you could share some specific game or kind of games that you see as a fit for a Blumhouse movie.
I would like to keep adapting them. I think it's a fun challenge. I think as long as you balance using existing IP and making sequels with originals. I would never want to do that exclusively, but I like about half of our movies are originals and half of our movies are from existing IP. And I think that's kind of a good mix for us. And I think we'll continue that. There are a few other games I'm looking at. I can't say what, but hopefully we'll do this again with another game soon.
Javi, corre!